We got a horrendous windstorm rain last night. My poor tomato plants. I'm fixing to go to the garden and check the rest. Looking a little sad. I'm glad that I tied most of these tomato plants upward. They look like they hung in here better than the tomato plants on the porch. However, you can see some limb debris from quite a ways away. But at least it's not a tomato plant broke off like that. So, I stayed up real late last night. I was quite concerned about these plants, but I didn't come outside because I knew there wasn't anything I could do anyway. But they hung in there. The poor pepper plants, their leaves get blown every which way. I was going to ask about that beforehand, because even before winds like that, the leaves would blow like that and stay. And I was wondering if I shouldn't remove them and let the stalky part of the plant just keep going. Oh, look, there is a culprit. It's a slug eating the leaves. Not cool. And there's another one. So this is what's destroying the little leaves. Disgusting. Maggie, hi. You need to get out of the walkway. So some of the smaller plants really got chewed on. Some of the bigger plants got a little bit, but not so much. I guess they just really like those young tender leaves. I do have extra plants that I had started in the house that aren't quite ready to come into the garden yet, that I can replace those with if they fail to thrive. Something I learned this morning though, when checking all these plants and removing all the slugs, I came back here to the back row where the hot pepper plants are. And can you believe it? Not one single slug or leaf disturbed by a slug. So I learned that even on the young plants, slugs do not like hot peppers. They do like the bells. And they didn't have nothing to mess with the squash or anything like that. Tomato plants are fine. It's just these young peppers that the slugs decided that they was gonna make a snack out of. And it looks like I purposely put them out here to feed them according to the way that they attack every single one at some point or another. Now, I did come out here. I did remove slugs off of each pepper plant. Some little bitty slugs, some medium slugs, nothing real large, but they would have been large in another 24 hours and I probably wouldn't have had a leaf left. I did pull a couple of really bad leaves off a couple plants, and then some I just left. Because I think they'll be okay. You know, not every leaf is going to be perfect. Especially in organic gardening, there's going to be insects. I know this. But it's sad to see a bunch of holes in your leaves. Feels like you let your babies get attacked or something, you know. Maybe that's an overreaction, overstretch on my part, but these are like my babies for sure, because I started them from seeds and I've watched them grow. And I've taken the time to plant them. And I've worried about these leaves flipping over like this when the wind blows. Didn't know whether or not I should pull those leaves off and just let the newer part, the stockier part of the plant remain to grow. And I might later on test that with a couple of the plants as they sprout out. You know, I topped my peppers, and so they are putting on new leaves and pushing out some. But I'm learning as I go and learning as I grow. While I'm thinking about it, anybody recognize this t-shirt? This is one from Deep South Homestead for the gathering that we had last month that Miss Wanda had designed by Miss Sherry Papin. Not sure how you pronounce that. Very nice shirt, very good quality. One of the many in the t-shirt collection. I'm waiting on my Stivers one to come in next. And then I'll be ordering a Broussard's. I love that shirt. That green with the khaki is pretty. I'm also ordering some of my own. I finally settled on a little bit of a logo. Now I'm going to do some more fun shirts later on. I've got some creativity going on in my mind. But I did choose my logo. And so I'm going to do a couple of those shirts. My good friend Jen and I just made our reservations today. We're going to the Great Appalachian Homestead Conference in Cookville, Tennessee. So we're going to make a quick trip because, as y'all know, with my mom and my father-in-law here, I have to hire 24-hour sitters for any time I'm gone like that. Well, at $10 an hour, it adds up really quick. So we're going to go up on the 24th and spend the night, hang out on the 25th, and then drive back on the night of the 25th, which it's a 7-hour drive just driving straight. And you know, ladies, we're going to have to stop some. So we're looking at 7.5, 8 hours of drive time each way. But we're going to do it. We're going to tank up on bulletproof coffee and a Monster or two. I do keto, and I know that it's got a chemical in it, the taurine, that some people do approve of and some people don't. It's my treat whenever I go anywhere, and or days here at home when I just can't get the energy going like I want to. Yep, I'm a bad girl. I drink a Monster. So, I know everybody wants to preach about that. That's okay. I've been keto for 2 years. I'm doing okay. And if I need to detox from it, I will. But anyway, I don't mean to get off on a tangent on this, that, or the other. But I know there are keto drill sergeants that would be screaming, don't drink that, don't drink that. Yep, I understand. I'm very well educated in it. The new muscadine is finally starting to put on some leaves. It was slow to come out of dormancy compared to this other one. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Just a week ago, there was barely any green on it, and it is going on. And I think we've decided there are 3 plants in this, and it was just one pot at Lowe's, and I put it all together, but there's 1, 2, 3. And yes, I'm too chicken to separate them. I'm just gonna let it go. If I see that it chokes one or the other out later on, I'll just cut it down. I'm more willing to do that than to mess with it right now. And the grapevines are doing good. Got one on each end. This is the one that I thought was going to die because the frost got it. It's back vibrant and it's starting to vine like it's supposed to. I've not had to teach it much of anything. They're just letting their little tendrils grab right on where they're supposed to. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I can't wait to see these when they're in full scale, covering the trellises. Just green and beautiful. I cannot wait. This is my front yard food beds, flowers. That's a plum tree there. Across the road, I don't know if you can see across my driveway, that little bitty stick right there, that's a new fig tree. And that is a yellow plum. Not the native Mississippi plum, just a, yellow plum. But I got it at the nursery an hour from here. And y'all know my flower beds. You see my father-in-law, he's sitting on the front porch. That's where he likes to be with Maggie, the golden retriever. And those beds are cabbages, cauliflower, collards. I like to plant food more than flowers. I do have a few flowers like that butterfly weed and a few little rose bushes. But over here, that's blueberries. 4 bushes, 2 different varieties. And then back here, 2 blackberry bushes. That's the front yard. And that's just a general view this way. And this is the view from the front porch. Those trellises are going to be so pretty. So a little front porch sitting for a moment and a quick chat just to wrap this up. I told you my friend Jen and I were going to the Great Appalachian Homestead Conference in Cookville, Tennessee. So if any of y'all watching are going, would you please comment below and let me know, because I'd like to meet some of y'all in person. And also, I'd like for y'all to check out Jen's new channel. It's called Faerietale Creations. I'm going to put a link below. It's Faerietail, Faerietale, spelled totally different. And I guarantee you, once she starts getting her content going, you'll really enjoy a glimpse into her mind and the way she thinks. She's definitely outside of the box. She's not your typical run-of-the-mill type person. She is a extreme tender soul, and I just love her. She's a quiet type. She's a photographer. She's got a great eye for detail. I think you'll enjoy her content as she builds her channel. So I'll put that link in and y'all check her out. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate all the new subs and all the ones that have been on the journey with me, and we're going to keep this thing going, and I hope to see y'all at the Appalachian Homestead Conference in Cookville, Tennessee, May 25th. You'll need to register online at Eventbrite if you're not, to get your tickets. The sale on tickets is over with, so it'll be the full price. I think for 2 people it was like $68, so not too bad. All the veterans get in free, so that is a great deal. And there's some hotel rooms left. I booked our room early this morning, but you better jump on it if you hadn't gotten your room yet. Otherwise, you'll be outside of the city a little further away. Thank you guys for watching.